Well, we are down by University Avenue in St. Paul today for our adventure. And I love these old industrial areas. There's some new construction, and then there's old smokestacks and train tracks. If a person were a photographer around here, they sure should be able to get some really good pictures around in this area. Well, it is January in Minnesota and a very beautiful day for an indoor adventure. And we are here at Twin City Model Railroad here in St. Paul, right off University Avenue. And this should be really fun. We have been to a train museum before for model trains, Hennepin Overland in Minneapolis. And that place was really cool, so I thought we had to come and check this place out as well. Also, I have a second channel now, Tommy Travels the Second. There's going to be a link to that in the description below. We're doing a double adventure today, so there'll be some more material on that channel as well. So go there, check that out, and hit subscribe. And if you're brand new to this channel, go ahead and hit subscribe so you don't miss out on a thing. You guys, welcome to another edition of Tommy Travels. It's Tommy Travels. This should be really fun, so come on with me. Let's go see what there is to see. And we are greeted by this hallway where they have pictures of train stations throughout Minnesota. And this one is Owatonna. That was obviously in the winter. That's kind of a cool picture with the snow hanging off the building. And then look at this one. Union Depot in St. Paul. I have a feeling that this might be a future destination of Tommy Travels. And then here's the Great Northern Depot. And it does, with the trees and bushes like that, it looks like it's way up in the North Woods, but it's not. It's right in Ramsey County, Minnesota, which is not exactly out in the middle of nowhere. It's not Minneapolis, St. Paul, but it's not out in the middle of the woods either. Right there, that is where we came into the building, and look at the size of this place. Holy cow. Trains all around. And look at this very first one as you get the 360 view. This one is all made out of Legos. Look at these tracks. They're all Lego pieces. And they have Lego townspeople, a Lego Donald Duck, and a Lego train going by. Wow. Even Lego trees. Look at that. The detail in this place is amazing. This is a lot more fun than sitting home and watching that. That is for sure. This place right here is amazing. It reminds me of my parents' Dickens Village that they set up every year with an ice rink, little characters. Here's a manger scene over here. And then another little town over here. This place is just filled with little cool towns. And every cool town, even back then, had to have a White Castle. So there's all these table layouts of different train tracks. And here's this one right here, which looks like it's a whole carnival setup for the theme, with this train cruising around the tracks. They've got all of these rides, the ship. Here comes this train right now coming by. Very cool. They've got a dinosaur gas station and the Scrambler ride. What amusement park would be complete without a Scrambler ride? They must be waiting for it to go. And look at this. There's a button right here where we can hit. And there it goes. Look at the people going around. That is completely fantastic. And one thing that's kind of cool about this train right here is that it has a camera right on the very front of it. And that camera goes with this display right here, which is not currently working too well. But it shows its view of where it's going on the tracks. That is a neat idea. Modern technology. And I really like this old advertisement for Lionel Trains with this conductor here. It's got the light and the Lionel Train sign.
Of a advertising gimmick that Lionel would send out to its dealers back in the 1940s and 50s. And they'd stick that in the front window of their store, the Lionel Train store, and keep those things going. And as an actual reproduction of one the flight.
Oh my goodness. And are you the...
Lionel was really good at advertising.
It sounds like it. And they got a TV screen right here showing what this guy is doing, who looks like you are the train doctor around here. So when these trains break down, they come right over to you then, huh?
Except for the two-rail ones, and then they go to him.
To this guy, the other train doctor. Train nurse. Thank you, guys. Boy, a person could spend hours in here watching these trains go around. Look at the old Grain Belt Pier sign. Leave a comment below if you're from the Twin Cities and you've seen that sign before. Got the trains going around. Coca-Cola Bottling Company right there. Oh my goodness. Look at this train down here. I wonder if we can make this one go. And it looks like we can. And there it goes. Around the tracks. This is so cool. And look at even these kids on the playground over here. The swing set is going, the merry-go-round is going. Got people sitting on the benches in the park, and oops, this bike rider looks like he had a little accident. And they've got a whole little area here just for the kiddos. These are tracks that they can actually sit down by and feel and touch and play around with. Unlike these big tracks up here, they can get right down here and play with Thomas the Train. Look at this cute little blue train they have right here. Right next to these big tracks with an identical blue train of a much bigger variety that fits on the tracks. Let's see if we can make this one go. And we can! And there it goes off around the tracks. And there's another train over there. And look at all this cool stuff this little town has. Lionel building, this old crane. And here it comes, and it's going quite fast. Oh my goodness. You don't want to get around in front of this one. And there it is, one lap for you. And then if you want to take a little rest, they have a church pew here to sit down and watch a video about trains. And look at this, they've got these old trunks over here, an old stove. And look at this old advertisement. Uncle Sam, boys buy only American-made toys. Look at that. Buy American-made toys. And they've got some train sets here that you can actually buy. This is a John Deere train set right here. Shows the advertisement of what it looks like, and then here are the actual cars. John Deere train cars. This is $75 if you want to stop by and pick it up. And then I like this old American Flyer advertisement they have here with the big train, and the kids are just mesmerized by it. And look at this dog. We used to have a dog that looked exactly like that, named Snoopy. Everywhere you look, there's trains going around the tracks and whistles blowing. Cool bridge right there, and then look at this backdrop. It's like scanning the city of Minneapolis with the Fauché Tower and the IDS, Hotel Nicollet back there, and then look at this Great Northern Station that they have with the buses and taxi cabs, old 50s cars that they have. And even these people right here gathered by the old phone booth. But you don't see that very often anymore these days. This is so cool. It just makes you feel like you're right there in the town with them. And what model train museum would be complete without an engineer station? Got this whole little building right here you can step right into, and there's a lot of knobs and switches and things that I would know nothing about. But I think it makes all of this stuff that we are enjoying today work correctly. And what I really love is how authentic these towns are. With the trucks, and look, there's a person there on the truck, just like back in the 50s, like that service station there. The dinosaur on top of the building. Very authentic. I was just noticing all the blue lights in this display, and I was kind of wondering what that's all about. And according to this sign here, it says, when an engine or any rolling stock was taken out of service for maintenance, it was blued. Blue flags and or blue lights were placed on the rails and on the car to signify that it could not be moved. The big blue light right here was placed on the track. The middle light was placed on the engine or car, and the little blue light was placed on the controls of the engine. No one could go near the car until the maintenance crew removed the blue. A supervisor could not remove the flags. In fact, not even the president of the railroad could go near the car. And then when the maintenance was completed, a crew would then remove the flags or lights, and the engine car was back in service. It looks like they've got a little vacation village set up with some RVs, some people camping out. Rock climbing there in the back, you can't really see it. Got another train coming by here. And if you want to, you can even watch the trains go by from the luxury of a paddle boat ride right here on the Mississippi River. And they've got this lady enjoying the view from the bench. Just kind of hanging out. She looks a little bit lonely there. Not too many people on board just yet. Well, you guys, this has been a great adventure of Tommy Travels. And there's nothing more mesmerizing than watching the trains go by. If you don't have a water feature to end, a train set is always good. Well, if you guys like what you saw here today, go ahead and hit like on my YouTube channel. And while you're at it, go ahead and hit subscribe so you can be the first to know of when a new adventure comes out. Also, make sure to check out the link for my Tommy Travels II channel, my daily vlog channel. And that'll give you even additional footage that you didn't get to see in this video. And this has been an absolute blast hanging out with you guys today, and until next time, I hope to catch you on the flip side.